Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Hamlet from Vodia Networks. I'm just going to not wait because it's almost 11 and I know you have things to do. So welcome today. This is a integration with OpenAI and Vodia. Pretty much I'm going to show you how it works, how it's behind Vodia, what you can do as far as putting instructions and things like that. So I'm going to go through some of the things, make it very simple for you to understand and where to get it as well. So where can you get this? First of all, you can go to DigitalOcean. They provide $100 credit. So today you can sign up, test this, and get 100 credits. On top of that, you will get a complimentary code, which is found in our blog. We will put that in our chat so you can grab that code. Okay, so how does this work? How do we put this together? Okay, so basically, in the Vodia PBX, I'm just going to share a tab here. Now, this is going to be tenant-based. Okay, so it's real-time API between OpenAI and Vodia, completely human readable language, no coding involved from anybody, just put instructions and a greeting. So I'm going to go here to my tenant, and I'm going to go here, advanced, and customized. Okay. All right. So when you set up your IVR node.js, pretty much what you do is just go here, and to search it, just go web page tenant, and you'll find the IVR node. Now, this piece of code will be available to you via the blog. We will put that there too as well, so you can copy. So the gist of it is very easy to understand. What you need to do if you wanted to change a few things as far as the greeting. Here we said, hi, I am your Vodia assistant. How may I help you today? So this you can change into a customer prompt, but also make sure and be aware of the syntax. Okay, so only change what's in between. Do not remove any of the syntax, otherwise you will break it. Okay, then down here we have the E for German, and this part says welcome, etc. Now, if we scroll down below, we have something called instructions. Now, here's a set of instructions, very simple. What we say, map the words to numbers. So if I call into Vodia and I want to talk to sales, I have the sales account here. Now, this is pretty much a group that I set up. So if I say sales, it'll send me to sales. Marketing sends me to marketing. And you see here the extension, it says, for example, support :space, and then the extension. So pretty much if you follow this here, and also remember the syntax in the beginning and the end is very important. You can pretty much follow what we have here just to keep it completely and utterly simple, because all it's doing is listening to what the customer wants. And those keywords need to be there based on your industry, for example. All right, so I'm gonna call here. I'm gonna share this tab, and I'm gonna call into my IVR node. Oh, sorry, you know what? Let me go back to the IVR node. You do have to create one once you have finished putting your greeting, etc. You need to go to accounts, IVR node, and you need to create it. You don't need to do anything here. You could add a DID if you want to call directly to the IVR node, which OpenAI will pick up, or the chat box will pick up. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a quick example. I'm going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the browser here, and I'm going to call.
Hi, I am your Vodia AI assistant. How may I help you today?
Yes, can I speak to sales, please? Okay, I'm going to put this on hold. Okay, and I'm just going to close the call. I'm going to call again.
Hi, I am your Vodia AI assistant. How may I help you today?
Yes, can I speak to Eric, please? One, two, one, two. Okay. All right. So those two simple examples. Now let's dig a little deeper and see what the response was. So if I go to my tenant and click on the last call I was in, here it'll show you the tree of how the call came into the PBX. And then down below, you can see that there is a transcript here of a call. Okay. You can see that it sent the call to a attendant, a hunt group, and it's on stage 1. Okay. And then if you really wanted to see more for whatever reason, you can also check the SIP on that. But this pretty much shows you a transcript, a very simple transcript of what was said. Okay, let's see. Well, let's try another one here because I've done various tests. Okay, I see some more people are coming in, so I'm just gonna redo the test again so you can see. Okay, here's an example of a message script. Okay, I was testing Spanish here. I asked it if it can speak Spanish. It said it can. And I told it to send me to support, and which it did here, showing that it went to hunt group 50. So for some of the folks that just arrived, I'll just do a quick test so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my extension 45 and go to the browser here.
Hi, I am your Vodia AI assistant. How may I help you today?
Yes, can I speak to Eric, please? 212. Okay. So yes, you can also put a name in the instruction if you want. We put that there so that it can see if it did call, and it actually did call the hunt group. But call one more time.
Hi, I am your Vodia AI assistant. How may I help you today?
¿Hablas español?
Sí, hablo español. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
Puedo hablar con venta. That's 1, 2, 3. All right, so you can see that it's also multi-language. Customer comes in, speaking any language, it will detect it and speak to you in that language. Okay, so just the gist of it. For some folks that have come in, probably a little bit confused on how to set this up. So just to go over, you can get this in DigitalOcean. You will get $100 credit for trying, and we are in the marketplace. So you can try this one solution as well. And because we have updated the server, and you also get a complimentary code to test the IVR node, which will come packaged when you either upgrade or use the code for your testing. So for those that just arrived, pretty much it's very simple. When you go into your Vodia, you go to set, you go to advanced, customize, and then here you have web pages, and then you scroll down below, we have IVR Node.js. There, we will provide a link to the blog so you can copy the code. This is just a code here without the API key, which you can get at platform.openai.com. If you wanted to get your personal API key, you may do so. Okay. And I'm just gonna go, let's go here and advance, customize again. Okay. All right. So for those that have just arrived, this is the IVR Node.js. This is where you put your API key. Okay. Our demo will provide one for you. And then here below initial, we have the greeting. Hi, I'm your Vodia assistant. How may I help you? Now this can be changed to your greeting or to your liking. Just be mindful about the syntax at the end. If you're missing one, it will not work, it will break it. Okay, so be mindful of that. And if you scroll down, you have instructions here. We have a set of instructions for the AI bot to listen to, sales, marketing support, and a name, and then technical support. Okay, so here you can put as many values as you want. Just make sure you map it just the way you see it, okay? Otherwise, it will break. And then below here, we have a simple instruction. If the call does not match, send it to a default location where you can do so yourself. You can just put it into an agent group or back to the auto attendant for whatever reason, or if the person is not speaking correctly, it'll just default to the auto attendant. And that's okay because it does happen. All right. So that is pretty much how you can use this or leverage this technology with Vodia. And it does also bring a new horizon where you can fit this solution, whether it be for a restaurant, whether it be for a clinic or a dentist office for scheduling, where, you know, things that are mundane that a human does can be done by a bot. So that is the gist of it. This is how you use OpenAI with Vodia. We do have this documented as well. We are also developing a few more things to make it more elaborate. And this is why we present this to you so that you can try this at your convenience. And if you find something that you wanted to do, you can contact us or send us a ticket on maybe an integration that you found that was interested that we might want to look into. It's not so extensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the chat and I'll try to answer some questions. And then from there, this will be recorded and you will have a copy of it. So for those that just arrived or missed a few parts, you can just review the video, okay? So I'm just gonna go here at the chat and whoever has any questions, how to do it, I'm here. So, okay, where do you enter the OpenAI API? For that, you need to go to platform.openapi.com if you wanted to get your own key. I'll put that in the chat right there. Yes, yes, it does work independently. And I also forgot to mention that, you know, it's not just a person calling in. This can be now a device, could be a door phone, it could be anything. Uh, it just makes it smart now. So it's pretty much you can do anything as far as the SIP concern. We'll be able to talk to OpenAI. That would be under IVR. Okay. And do you need to enter API key? Well, the one we give you, you don't have to open. You don't have to get an API key. We have a code that you can enter into the Vodia that will activate this, and you will have the IVR node. You would only have one, okay? So because we don't want to completely, you know, it costs money. So we're doing it for free, great, and you guys can test it. You guys can get obviously your own API key. So for that, just follow the link above where it says platform OpenAI, and then do a search. You obviously have to sign up. Just do a search when you're there, and then type in API, and they will provide one for you. Okay. Any other questions? Is there something specific you want me to go over or you missed? I think he wants. Yeah. So, okay, with the API, if you're referring to the API key, you will enter the API key into Vodia, and it. Okay. Okay. So let me show you that. Let me show you where you can put that key. All right. So when you, again, for you to use this, you have to go to your tenant and you have to go to web tenant and then IVR node. Ileana, if you can put the blog a link for them, because the code is there, the IVR Node.js is there, and so they can copy that, so they can have a look. But yeah, you put your API key, your token here, and then we'll be able to talk to ChatGPT. And then based on all this here, there's absolutely nothing you need to do or touch here. Otherwise, you're just gonna break the solution. You should just be focused on the message and the instructions. Just keep it very simple for yourself, and then later you can get dangerous if you want. Of course, everything needs testing. So as of now, what Vodia can do is transfer a call anywhere in the system. This means if you have Teams twinning, Teams user can call into Vodia and also use the AI bot as well. That means they can call any extensions if you had added that in the instructions. So there's, pretty much you can do a lot of things here. So if you're using Teams, Teams also can use the AI chat box. Let me see if you have any questions. So, okay, so can the AI bot store variables that were entered and pass them to the agent, for example, a push including a CLL variable 1 and 2 variable? Well, as of now, the only thing that it passes is what the customer says. Okay, so if I go here, you can see, let's go to call logs. Sorry, if you want to see the call log, just go to the tenant and then call log, and then just hover. Okay. All right. So the only thing we will get is just a message transcript. There's no special code or anything that we send over the wire or to anybody. It's just pretty much two entities. Yes, obviously there will be more development done, because obviously, let's say you want to order a pizza, there's a POS system in the middle that also needs to know what it needs to. For example, if I want to order a pizza or a burger, etc., all this information, my address, my phone number has to be sent to a POS system. So obviously these things will be coming next year, because OpenAI it's just opened up the ocean view for us to do more things. So yeah, obviously you can use this for other with other platforms, but as of now, we just have something very simple where you can call and be transferred. Obviously, we're gonna do attendant transfer in some time to make it more even elaborate, where the AI can call a person in a department to see if they want to talk to a person, or tell the AI to just send it to my voicemail. So yeah, these things will happen. It just will take time. I just want to present this to you so that you guys can play with it. So I'm just gonna go and just check the chat real quick. Okay, Luis, if you have any support inquiries, I would just open a ticket or send me an email. Vlad Vadum, this is the link. OpenAI can only be edited to other AI models. Well, yeah, you could use different models as well, but the only thing that you need is the API key. So, I mean, yeah, you can experiment, but what we're using is really simple. What's stopping users from just engaging ChatGPT on random topic questions? Okay, that's the beauty of it, because sorry, I just had a little audio. Yeah, yeah, we don't constrain what you can talk to it, but we do constrain we have a 30-second timer. So basically, you can't really have a conversation. You can have a conversation with it, but it'll definitely hang up at 30 seconds. Okay, or just go to the default. And like I mentioned, the default in your script, you definitely should have that. And I'll just show you real quick. Okay, so these are the instructions here, the ones on top. And then let's say when someone tells you to call or transfer, or you would like to talk or get someone online, return the exact transfer, etc. So this is just sending information to Vodia to call the extension. Okay, but based on those instructions, it would only listen to those one keywords, and if those keywords are not mentioned, it will not disconnect the call, but send the call elsewhere. Okay, and this is the default we have. Okay, so you can, if you wanted, you could, when you have your API key, you could extend that time here under timeout. Okay, and let me go to the chat real quick. Yes, Luis, you could add your own. Yes, you could put your own label on the web browser and also on the Vodia app if you upload the logo. So that's already okay. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for spending time with me. I hope you got some the gist of how this will work in some future time, especially great for call centers when we get there. But this is a start, and you guys can go and play with this solution right now. All of the links are here, so if you wanted to check, they will be there, and this recording will be also set later today. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a great day.